So I have a lot to talk about in this video. I have two park games here because there was so much I wanted to address in this one. So it's going to be roughly a 12.5-minute video, maybe more, but the main thing is I'm going to be summarizing NBA Summer League. And I thought I was going to do this because I wasn't even sure during the league. While it was going on, I wanted to talk about the young guys a lot, the rookies that are coming into the NBA that I'm excited about, but I didn't know how amazing, how thrilling and exciting the Summer League would be. I'm a Bulls fan. You probably should know that by now. So, I'm pretty fortunate to be watching that last game neck and neck. The tournament was crazy. I'm going to address all of it. I'm going to go through everything that happened. So let's just start off with, I guess I want to say the Final Four. And the MVP of the Summer League was Tyler Ulis. Now, this isn't saying that Tyler Ulis was the best player in the Summer League, because there were a lot of second-year players that didn't play the same amount of games because various reasons. Emmanuel Mudiay only played a couple games. D'Angelo played all the games. Devin Booker, he played like 2 games. Another guy, I don't know. There are a bunch of second-year guys that only played 1 or 2 games that might have been the best players. And that's fine because they don't have to play. We want to see these young guys play, so it's all good. But there were a lot of players that just showed out that we didn't think would. Tyus Jones was incredible throughout the tournament. He won Summer League MVP because he led the 24-seeded Timberwolves to the championship. That's the worst seed if you didn't know. There were 24 teams in the tournament. The 24th seed Timberwolves were in the championship. They didn't win, obviously, because my Bulls had to take care of them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk about the best players in the Summer League along with the rookies and the second-year players that I think are the best. So let's start off with the All-Summer League first team. I believe at the guards they had Tyus Jones and Jordan McRae. At the forwards, Bobby Portis and Ben Simmons. Or actually, I think Portis was a center. And then Allen Williams and Ben Simmons were the forwards. Let's talk about Jordan McRae first, because McRae was another guy that could have won MVP had his team beaten my team, the Bulls, because he was putting up 30 points on 30 points every night. He's like a Jamal Crawford type of player. I really like him and his game. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get with Cleveland, just because that lineup is so stacked. I'm just not sure where the minutes start for him. Obviously, they got rid of Matthew Dellavedova, so he could really be their backup point guard, because their other backup, I don't know if they still have Mo Williams. If they still have Mo Williams, then he's their backup. But Jordan McRae is going to have more time next year because of Matthew Dellavedova leaving and going to the Milwaukee Bucks. So that's a pretty big deal for him. He's going to get some playing time next year if he plays like that. He was excellent in the Summer League. Also, Allen Williams. I just want to talk about the Phoenix Suns, because the Phoenix Suns were a really interesting team in the Summer League. Obviously, they had Devin Booker, who in my opinion was the best player overall. Yes, I think he was better. I think he is better than D'Angelo Russell and Emmanuel Mudiay. But the main thing with the Suns is that they got so many guys like Allen Williams. I don't think y'all know who Allen Williams is, but he just absolutely showed out this year in Summer League. He was a complete beast. And he was, actually, I'm not even sure if he's a forward or a center. I don't even know his position, but he's a stat. He gets hella stats. I knew that. But he's just not a guy that many people know, and I don't really think he's that good. I think he's a guy that he's thriving because of the less talent around him that he's facing as well. And NBA guys are not going to be dominated by a guy like Allen Williams, but he does have potential. Who else was on it? Oh, I was talking about the Suns because of Tyler Ulis. And Tyler Ulis and Kay Felder are 2 second-round draft picks that are both 5'9" and looking to be much better than second-round draft pick quality players. I mean, you look at their games. Let's just compare and contrast here, because they're not similar players at all. They can both kind of shoot the ball and score the ball. Kay Felder is an excellent scorer, but he's also way more athletic, and he's stronger than Tyler Ulis. Ulis is a gifted passer, and he's an elite defender. He gets so many steals, it's ridiculous. So they both have their traits, but in the end, they're both 5'9", super solid guards that are not second round talent. I mean, these guys can play. You knew if these guys were like 6'1", they'd be first rounders, probably lottery picks, because they're so explosive and they're so talented for being so small and at a disadvantage like that. K. Felder reminds me of Nate Robinson, but that's not just because of the height. It's just because of how he's built and how he can get up and just everything he can do. I mean, it is kind of because of the height. Honestly, they're both 5'9". There aren't a lot of 5'9" guys to compare him to. Isaiah Thomas is like the best 5'9" guy ever, probably. He's just a fucking monster. I don't think any of these guys are going to be on his level, but you never know, because he was a 60th pick. If you guys remember, he was a huge deal for the Kings at the time, but they got rid of him. And the Suns, they got rid of him. The Celtics really struck gold with a star point guard in Isaiah Thomas. So, we talked about the Suns. We already talked about the first team. Let's talk about the draft picks and how they did. So, Ben Simmons made the All-NBA first team. And Simmons was the first overall pick, as all of you guys know, but Ben Simmons didn't really advance that far in the tournament, but he was on the All-NBA, All-Summer League first team. Ben Simmons on the All-Summer League first team. Was he good enough to be there? I don't know, but he definitely showed some promise. I think Sixers fans have got to be very happy with what they got, because honestly, watching him, it was pretty crazy. He does have LeBron-type vision. I'm not saying that his vision is as good as LeBron's. I'm just saying he has the same type of vision. He surveys the floor. He's taller than LeBron. He can see everything. He sees everything, and he knows exactly when to fire a pass. He's a good decision maker. So he's really great playmaker. He really piled up the assists at Summer League. And also, he shot a couple jump shots. I don't know if y'all know, but this guy, he never takes jump shots, or rarely ever. But he was taking 3 or 4 a game in the Summer League. That already proves to people that he is willing to get better. He's willing to try new things in order to improve his game. Sixers fans have got to be very happy with that. Number 2 overall pick, Brandon Ingram, didn't really show anything special. He's solid, but his numbers weren't outstanding, and he was kind of inefficient. But the main thing for Brandon Ingram is just that he has so much potential, because Ingram is one of those guys you develop and he's going to get really good, like a Kevin Durant. I'm not calling him Kevin Durant, I'm just saying it's like he's got the same body type as Kevin Durant, scores mentality as Kevin Durant. Makes a little bit of sense. Now, 3rd overall pick, Jaylen Brown, was a guy that people didn't like him being taken at number 3, including me. I thought, wow, that's strange. They don't have a trade chip anymore. He's not going to play that much, probably. He's not going to start, obviously. But Jaylen Brown was one of the best players at Summer League this year, and he was an absolute beast. I mean, I was so surprised by how he was shooting the ball, how he was handling the ball. He's a rebound machine. I mean, the guy at 6'7" is so powerful and explosive, and he kind of tricks you into thinking that he can play with the big men. He's NBA ready, I think, in terms of his physicals, because he's super athletic and built. I like that. And he's a guy that he did not underperform at all in Summer League, so he was good. 4th pick, Dragan Bender. I mean, he struggled, but he was also dealing with injuries, and he wasn't really... I don't think he's nearly even close to being developed into the player that he might be, and that's fine, because that's what they want. He's a project, and they knew that. The Suns knew that going in. That's fine. How about the 5th pick, Chris Dunn? The first couple games, this guy was an absolute monster. He's putting up 24 a game, but then I guess he was injured or something, because he didn't play after that. And after that, his team's... Actually, it wasn't 3 games. I think he played 2. After that, his team went on an absolute tear, and Tyus Jones just took over the Summer League. But he played extremely well. He showed a lot as a scorer, that he can do it all, that he's explosive, he's fearless. I mean, I really think he's going to be great in this league. So we got a couple picks down. And I want to talk about Thon Maker, because Thon Maker was on that 2nd team. Thon Maker was a beast. Like, he actually put up big numbers. He wasn't that efficient, but you can tell that he is ready to play in this league. He can shoot the ball. He can rebound. He's athletic. I mean, he does a lot of things. You just don't know what he's going to be like against NBA level talent. Who knows? I mean, we really don't. So it's going to be cool to see Thon Maker in a Bucks uniform next year. Wow, that's going to be something, because I remember watching his mixtape a couple years ago, like, who is this guy? I mean, I have no idea where this guy's going. He looks like he has potential now. He's a 10th overall pick in the NBA draft, and people still don't know how old he is. I think he's 18, 19, whatever, but I don't buy what people are saying about he's lying about his age. I don't buy that stuff unless there's sufficient evidence. Then maybe we can get a little into that. But right now, looks fine. How about Denzel Valentine? My boy Denzel, I mean, not really. He didn't play all that well in the Summer League, but he showed that he's extremely clutch. And you guys saw it with the game-winning shot last night. Not just that, but also the game-tying shot. He hit the game-tying 3, and then at the buzzer, he absolutely cushed that game-winner pump fake pull-up 20-footer. Bang! And it was really nice to see. So he's clutch. We know that. Bobby Portis played well. Jerry Grant won MVP of that game. Now, how about I talk about Buddy Hield? Buddy Hield was another guy that struggled with this shot a lot. I mean, he really shot the ball badly. And I like Buddy Hield, but he really didn't play well. And honestly, I can't say that he wasn't doing other things because he actually did pile up assists and rebounds, which was good because if you're struggling with your shot, he's got to find other ways to be productive, and he did that, but he's just not hitting. I mean, he shot like something like 23% from the three-point line. I don't know if that's right, but it just was really bad, and I really hope that he can improve on that. He's going to be playing with better players, so he shouldn't really worry about floor spacing. Anthony Davis draws so much attention as a post nightmare. Now, after this, basically in this last segment, I just want to talk about players that were too good for the Summer League because I witnessed a lot of this. There were a lot of guys that were just so good. Tyus Jones among them, but there were guys like Norman Powell. And y'all remember Norman Powell from last year? He was a 46th overall pick. He absolutely took over in the Summer League. He was an absolute monster until he got knocked out on that bogus call in the Timberwolves game. That was complete BS. If you guys didn't know about that, it was like Tyus Jones kicked his leg out, got a foul call, and the Timberwolves won because of it. So that's why the Raptors got knocked out. But Norman Powell was great. Devin Booker was great. D'Angelo Russell was great even though they lost. There's a lot of guys like that. Josh Richardson was in the Orlando Summer League. There were guys that were just too good to be true. These guys are going to be good. There's a couple of guys that's going to be stars in this league from this Summer League. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This was my NBA Summer League 2016 summary because I watched and enjoyed it. I loved it. That last game had me hype. So I'm going to be doing more park videos on USA Basketball as well as other things. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Twitter is in the description. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.